Hello Starlights. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the major updates that are coming to Schedule 1. If you've been around for my streams, you know that I played Schedule 1 recently and I had a lot of fun doing it, so let's see what's coming.
1 plans to add 2 map expansions to Highland Point, or that one day we'll be able to create custom drug packaging and labels.
Oh, that's
I've got
cool.
the roadmap for Schedule 1, and it has a ton of features that are planned to be added. Now, I'm
Okay.
going to be sharing everything that I found with you guys. I've got all of my information directly from the developer's website, so there's no speculation on whether these might be coming, rather when they'll be coming. Starting off, the developer plans to add something he calls traveling customers. This doesn't mean that the customer would come to you though, it would be a feature similar to the wandering trader in Minecraft. Occasionally, different groups of customers will be in the area of Highland Point. These groups could be hippies, business people, a biker gang, a group of partygoers on a bus, or an opium goth gang coming home from a Playboy Cardi concert.
Oh my god.
While they're visiting, they're gonna purchase your entire supply of specific products. For
Holy
example,
crap.
hippies looking for weed or shrooms,
Okay.
business people trying to get their hands on cocaine, biker gang after their meth, party bus goers looking for MDMA, and the goth gang after heroin. Real nice.
Okay.
I got all of my information directly from the Schedule 1 roadmap, so as of right now, the developers are planning on assigning these drugs to these groups. That
All
being
right,
said,
then.
it does say
I haven't
goth
even gotten
gang
to where
and
I
not
could
opium
do
goth gang, but I'm
shrooms.
just having a little fun. This is a perfect segue into our next topic, which is the addition of more drugs. The developer plans to add many more substances for us to poison the residents of Highland Point
Oh
with.
no.
This includes shrooms, MDMA,
Okay,
and
that explains that.
heroin. Yippee! Beyond this, there's also plans to add different forms of each substance. For example, right now you can sell your stanky marijuana, but down the road you can alter the form that it's served in for those picky consumers like edibles or hash. For
Huh.
cocaine, it could
That's interesting.
For cocaine, it could be
What's
rocks or
that?
powder, and MDMA
Okay.
could be sold in either pills or as a liquid. These are just a few of the possibilities. And what's
Okay.
a world without dancing? With all the drugs in Highland Point, I'm surprised that not everyone's dancing at all times. However, some of those
God.
substances sure seem to be, how do I put it, downers.
Yeah.
Emotes are coming to the game at some point, and
Oh.
that could include dances or just the good old middle finger. Maybe you could even get a piss out on the cartel's property when they're
Oh
not looking.
my god.
Hopefully, at the same time as emotes, we could see jukeboxes and radios added in, so we could throw a sick banger of a party with all of our friends. There's plans for more vehicles to be added, such as a van, but this one here is pretty interesting. A rideable wheelchair. How
Oh.
joyous. One thing that I would love to see
Alright.
is the addition of a weather system. We could possibly even see NPCs holding an umbrella as they walk around. And high definition puddles, baby. Hopefully, the cartels don't have control of the water, as we may find ourselves throwing the line in for a catch. If we see a fishing minigame added in, we can expect to be able to sell the fish that we catch to Randy, while also being able to fish out random items, such as cuke, a jar, or miscellaneous ingredients that we need to chef up. There would also be a chance of finding some more rare items, like whole bricks of cocaine or high value items like gold. Personally, I'm still taking the brick of white gold. Navigating Highland Point could get one dimension deeper with the addition of a sewer network. This could allow us to traverse underground,
I was wondering about that.
avoiding detection from the police. However, attracting the attention of rats, or worse, the cartel or bums trying to take our goods. What I'm trying to take is your like on this video. If you're enjoying, it helps a ton if you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subs and every single one of you helps. Now we're moving on with the video. Something I'm sure we would all enjoy is the ability to customize our properties or renovate them.
Oh yeah, that'd be
change the
nice.
wallpaper, flooring, lighting, and maybe even be able to paint the exterior. To make this go beyond just cosmetics, we may be able to customize the exterior to provide better privacy and security.
That
This
would be
likely
really
means
nice.
Security cameras or other items that would reduce the likelihood of a police raid. I wonder what other things we could use. Maybe some tall hedges or a fence, but that would change the yard of the property, so we're gonna have to wait and see. If our security is low, we could risk losing our precious goods to the police. This point here just says property heat and raids, so I assume it means how hot or obvious our dealing is out of the house and the potential to be raided by law enforcement. If you find yourself arrested, all of your items are confiscated. However, there are plans to add a physical evidence room for us to try and recover our goods by breaking in.
That'd be interesting.
I'm sure if we are raided, it will be too late to bribe the police, but who knows, maybe for an exuberant amount of cash, you can even get out of that. There's plans to add more police interactions, including bribery, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm sure it'll be a useful one while being searched one-on-one if you're in a sticky situation. For all those pot shots out there, you'll be able to get some practice on that aim of yours. The addition of a gun range with a shooting minigame inside will ensure you're on point when the bad things come knocking, so you can keep all of the goods that you've worked so hard to produce. The area of Highland Point can see a size increase as well. To the northeast, we could see an inclusion of a gated community, with the possibility to even purchase a large modern house for ourselves.
That's nice.
To the southwest, there's plans to add a bit of a shanty town or a ghetto area. I wonder if there will be different police presences in these areas, with police prioritizing the safety of the more affluent neighborhoods.
I would imagine.
The developers have also thought about adding parkour. This might be a bit hard to add. I'm not too sure.
Not parkour.
Work, but DayZ couldn't even get you to climb over a 1-foot fence at first. However, we would be able to vault, climb over fences, and climb up onto higher surfaces. I could imagine
be nice to get away from the police.
Or just trying to traverse quickly around the map. Although the skateboards are fun, maybe we could see some crazy movement jumping on and off the board while clearing different areas. Some other additions would include an in-game voice chat, controller support, Steam Deck support, different bags to carry our goods, being able to break into other vehicles' trunks, and some better firearms. Check out this other video that I made on the secrets and hidden details in Schedule 1.
All right, so those are the major updates coming to Schedule 1, and not gonna lie, I'm actually really excited for this. This game is so ridiculous, but I don't know, I enjoy it. It's like a simulation game, and I enjoy simulation games, so this is a lot of fun. Though the amount of times I've almost been caught by the cops is insane. All right, if you guys like this reaction video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, the original video will be left in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.